Hi, Roses. I'm Rosie, the psychic reader at the Psychic Ward, and roses are red. Violets are blue, but I'm reading the energy, not just riding the waves like some people do. If that's of interest to you, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and watch the playlist. So, the playlist is called Sign of the Times, and this is day 2. I'm going to get right into this energy. There's something going on with you that you need to recognize that you're alone, or recognize when you're alone and roll with it. I feel like for somebody in this energy, being alone is what you're reaching or hoping for. I feel like you could be running away from some people that want to read your thoughts or feed off of your energy fiends. That was the reading for Aries that I just did. So there's definitely some of that rolling over. That's kind of what happens with these playlists, is just energy rolling over into the next. So you may want to check out the Aries reading if you feel like somebody's reading your thoughts or feeding off of your energy in someone. It's really important that you acknowledge that you are alone. Literally, nobody is with you. If it's something happening from strangers, it's just there's a new block that you have to set up, that strangers just can't communicate with you on a personal, deep personal level. Okay? People who are not grateful to be around you, or they feel like you owe them something. Violent individuals, very aggressive, forceful even. They don't get to make that connection. You're not forced to give your time to anyone. Like, I'm seeing someone who's out in public and somebody is like, there's groups of people that's just like pulling on your energy, like pulling on your arm. And they could literally be touching you, where there's a block that needs to be put in place so that they don't think that you're just so nice that they have the privilege of reaching out to you or forcing you to stop and talk to them or make eye contact. That's what I'm feeling like. Somebody is being forced into a relationship that they didn't ask for. So some of y'all are going to be called out for being rude, but I feel like once you get into that energy, you're not going to hear what they're saying anymore, and you're going to realize that those are the crazy people. It wasn't you that was crazy. People who try to force you into relationships are crazy. And then once you back away from that, you're going to probably realize you're surrounded by a whole lot of crazy people. And then it's going to be time to move. Because I feel like somebody is waking up. You could have felt like you were the one that was wrong, or you were always going inward and trying to figure out how you can change your looking at the man in the mirror every single time, but it's really them. You have 9 of Cups in reverse. I feel like your thoughts are going to be turned around. Like your world could have felt like it was turned upside down for a while, or you could have been in a depressed state. Some of y'all could have been experiencing depression. But I'm seeing this thoughtfulness here. I'm also seeing a thinker statue. That could be something significant. Y'all could have been in college or in school or something, boot camp or something that took you away from the general population and really had you thinking a lot. And after a while, you were just kind of thinking about thinking. You could be a philosophy major, or you study philosophy. Like, a lot going on in your mind is kind of all metaphorical and hypothetical. Like, there's a shift coming in, a change, a decision, a choice. That's the word. There's a choice coming in. That maybe it came in the past and you chose one thing, but now you're about to go back to that same position and choose something else. Like, someone was in a fork in the road, and before you officially say yes or no, you went down that road to decide whether or not that's where you want to go. So now I feel like someone's coming back to ground zero, and now they're going to check out what that other side is about. Left or right. Like, somebody might have been wandering in the desert for a while, and then they're going back to that offer of having positive thoughts, maybe, or thinking you're rich, and maybe that's going to manifest you into a different lifestyle, or at least give you more positive thoughts. You have 6 of Cups. Breaking through someone's boundaries. I feel like you could be a prophet with this boy prophet coming up, Samuel, the boy prophet, or maybe you have the power of manifesting. What this vibe is that someone's going back to their childhood and reverting some thoughts and some decisions, like someone's reframing their mind in a way. It just is disturbing a bit because I feel like it's very dangerous to go back into your childhood and change things. But this may be where someone is, because with this 9 of Cups in reverse, I feel like somebody just, and then the 7 of Cups, like someone is not okay with their present situation, and the only way that you can change your life is by changing your thoughts. Like, you could be a really good person, but I feel like people are taking advantage of you and crossing your boundaries, and it's just like it's not good enough to be good. Like, someone has to go back in and really understand what goodness is. Is it really black and white? Is it really worth all the trauma? But you know, when the devil card comes up, it just seems like just like really carefully think about what you're doing, because operating in a devilish energy, I don't know what that is, but I feel like it's like what everybody's waiting for. Like, that's when you really get locked up. That's when you really get harassed. I feel like suffering for being good is not nearly as awful as suffering for being bad, because then you don't really have a leg to stand on. Everybody feels like they're better than you, and you can't really argue against that. With the Chariot coming out and then under this rudeness, I feel like someone's going to take it and run with it. Like, if you realize that you can get away with not caring about people's problems, it's like justice for you. But it can turn into someone becoming that bad guy. Okay, more on this energy. But I feel like they deserve it, whatever's coming. And you don't have any obligation to be the loser, because the victory card is coming out. You have 7 of Wands here. I feel like you are owed this win. Stand up for yourself and your beliefs. Even if people give you the side eye, standing up for yourself and they're really like, oh, she's a rebellious one. You know, we're going to have to watch her or whatever, or him. And now you've got more eyes on you. I feel like you're still deep down a good person. But protecting yourself doesn't mean that you're bad. Standing up for yourself doesn't make you a bad person or a criminal. You have the Dreamer. Yeah, I feel like this is all in the mind as well as coming out. Like, this is a thought state. Again, you could be a philosopher, but you could also be getting into philosophy. Or, yeah, that could be what led you here. A new start. Trust yourself. Because I feel like once you go in and you change or tweak whatever it was that was giving you negative thoughts and making you feel like you had to wait at the end of the line or let people walk all over you out of altruism or being a martyr to some cause that doesn't really exist, you're going to realize that you have more power and control over your future. And you get to release all of that toxic energy. And because it was a choice that you made to be the so-called victim, you don't have to remember any of those traumatic events. You get to really start your life over. That's the vibe that I'm getting for this energy and this reading. If that's something you're resonating with, check out the playlist, Sign of the Times. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. Let me know what you think about this reading, and I'll see you in the next one.